Hi Earthlings. Okay, this is our update for new moon in Gemini. Soon to be. We're in the 3 days of no moon seen. So always when sun and moon are traveling together across over our realm, it tick-tocks around like this. It's always doing the same thing. It's going like this, okay? Like this. Great. Now, for 3 days and nights of no moon seen, we have sun and moon together, so we've got nice fine weather. Now, usually it's winter for us here. Well, it will be very soon, but we've had our coldness, and we've got solstice coming. Now, it's been great, hasn't it? I hope it's great for all you guys. Getting some brilliant ideas and things, and I hope everybody else is progressing the same way as we are. Remember the wood dragon? It's been 60 years since we've had the wood dragon, so it's a long time, and for some guys it's the first time around, and for some guys like me it's the second time around. The last time I was one. Now I'm just going to read this off. On the 3rd of June, Mercury entered Gemini. On the 6th is the new moon. On the 8th, Mars enters Taurus. On the 16th, Venus enters Cancer. And on the 17th, Mercury will enter Cancer. On the 20th/21st is the solstice. And then we've got our first full moon on the 21st in Capricorn. And then we have our Saturn going into RX in the zodiacal house of Pisces, turning retrograde. So remembering they all, just got a glue stick here. Hope I don't make you fall down. Oh, it's not going to work. It's stuck in there. Okay. Oh, it has to be a big stick, doesn't it? I got a stick here. One of my painting sticks. So, looking at this as the, let's say this is the zodiacal house of Gemini. Well, then on the opposite axis is the zodiacal house of Sagittarius, right? But also what I want to show you with this stick is that there's always this going on as well. So what we're looking at here is forward motion and backward motion, which is a thing that the stars are doing as they go around the different houses of the zodiac. So, because it's so important, let me continue. So on the 2nd of June, Jupiter in Gemini and Pluto, who is in the retrograde movement in Aquarius, made a connection in a really important, supportive influence. So the last time this happened was in 2016, and the next time it happened will be in 2028. So I want you to think about what was going on for us on June the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd in this period of time, this frame, when Jupiter entered Gemini and at that 0 point. So the last time, this is a highly transformative aspect that can leave you feeling empowered and forever changed for the better. Well, that's what I think happened to me, so I think it's working. We have been boosted with a confidence in our soul. Yeah. It may have been a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, or you experienced a profound revelation. It has made you uplifted for all that lays ahead. Yes, indeed, it did. Now, I've been feeling like a little, it's almost like I'm, whoops, I'll pop that in there. I'm feeling a little hyperactive a little bit sometimes, and I'll be getting really hyped. I just have this energy of like excitement, and it's just like this happiness that overpowers me. And then something amazingly, the next thing that happens is like a phone call, or a person that I meet on the street, or just something like this. I have this incredible interaction just after that experience. So I just want to say that our energy always is sort of like a sign of how where we're stepping forward. Okay, now so during that period on where we had the Jupiter at the 0 point with Aquarius, we also had Mercury and Neptune making this connection as well. So that's sort of like two things that were happening. And that created a gentle atmosphere for communication, heightening our intuition and creativity. Oh, excuse me, I was just so thirsty. Because I've been working. Okay, so and this atmosphere we generated, so it could have been from a dream. It could have been a song you just started singing. And for me, myself, it was like I went through this period of grief, which I feel it's just inside my body. It's a cellular memory that I carry inside me. It's something I had to learn to accept. This is me. This is what happens to me. This is how it happens to me. I just about started to cry when I was saying that. And I just have to learn that it's part of my experience, this feeling, this grief like this. And then thankfully I came out of it a lot faster this time, and it started with a dream, and then after that I had another dream, and I've been uplifted ever since. The dreams have helped, and they helped motivate me to keep on stepping forward, okay, and not be trapped in that grief. So the atmosphere we generated improves over the next few weeks. Communication wise, you can get what you ask for because you know your value, so know your worth. Now, our limiting beliefs are blown wide open, and then the period of the 3rd, 4th, 5th of June is new beliefs, dreams, ideas, and mindset occurred. A wave of optimism flows in, making you remember there's nothing you cannot do. And I'd like to say for myself, boy, did I have some great ideas and inspiring thoughts and creative designs and just a whole bunch of things that I'm going to do, and boy, is it going to change my reality in a big way. Now, the new moon is a sense of renewal, and I can feel that. Remember those boundaries that we've been practicing? Okay, so this is the example. So remember, we've been practicing boundaries. We're in the year of building our dam. A dam is the sticks and the stones that make the wall, so that we can build, so that our reservoir of all the water of life can fill inside it, okay? So it's so important. It's an extremely important, vital year. And these boundaries, so example, I just want to do one that's kind of simple. So somebody who's always been mean to you, and it's a person that's just always mean. Maybe they're catty, but maybe they're just sort of snide, or whatever they are. And you've done nothing but love or care for them, or you liked them, and they were just horrible to you. And the more you sort of like gave to them or loved them or showed appreciation, or all the things that you try to sort of like, do you want to be my friend here? Those sort of things were just sort of like stomped on, okay, in the past. Now, this is what's going to happen, right? That same person that stomped on your flower is going to come back and be like, oh, hey, I'm really sorry, for that, and I'm sorry for the other, and this, that, and the other. And we're going to be like, oh, wow, I've always wanted to be their friend. I've always wanted to work with them. I've always wanted this and that and with them. But we've been practicing our boundaries, sticks and stones. And so we're going to be like, oh, wow, gee, let me think about that for a no. We're going to be no. Because as much as we like them, as much as we wish it could be great, you have to be discerning, okay? I want you to discern. But even if you are using discernment, I still want you to say no. If they really, really, really care, they'll try again. Because a soft no isn't like, fuck off and get the fuck out of here and I never want to see you again, okay? So just by saying no isn't going to turn somebody completely away from you that is sorry. Somebody that is truly sorry will try again. Use your boundaries, use them, use them, use them. Now, this is what I've got for this following 2 weeks until the full moon in Capricorn, the first full moon in Capricorn. Keep flowing with your ideas. Make anger, frustration, disappointing feelings your motivation to change the plan, change the goal, change the outcome, change the structure, make the adjustments, and get realistic. Because on June the 11th, a wave of dark energy is incoming, and we only act and respond in gratitude and thankfulness. Fear has no energy here to feed off. So I've got triggered, use gratitude. Regulate your nervous system with gratitude. Geez, I was lucky that was revealed to me. Shut the window, shut the door. Treat this as a weather report. So, a wave of dark energy coming at you. Someone's mean. You thought everything was going this way and it was ticking over, and someone threw a spanner into the works, and they did it on purpose because their intentions are malicious. And believe me, we are living through these times. Now, I don't want you to be afraid of that person. I don't want you to get sad about why did this happen to me, blah, 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 blah. All that. I want you to jump straight to, that was lucky. Dodged a bullet there. I'm definitely not going back. That's how you dodge these bullets, okay? It's important. The emotions that we link in with others and these feelings that we are attaching and stuff like that sometimes can be to our detriment. And, I just want to, it's off topic a little bit, but I just want to say, many of these children and young teens and boys and girls who get involved in sex trafficking and all this terrible thing, it's because they're meeting with prime ministers, they're meeting with movie stars, they're meeting with rock stars, they're meeting with musicians and blah, blah, blah. And this idolizing that we've got is the very thing that just walks us directly into these traps. So, look, none of us are immune, and it's our greatest discipline is to have no idols. And for me, my weakness would be Elvis Presley. So, even if I was like, no thank you to everybody else, if Elvis Presley said blah blah blah, I would do it because it's Elvis, and that's how I'd get trapped. So there's a thing going around of entrapment, and we must be very careful. No idols, none. Okay, so there's no human alive that we idolize to the point where we do something where our gut intuition is like, no. Now, we say instead, grateful that I had that instinctive, don't do it. Or actually what it is, and then you'll be killed. It's that clear, and then I will rape you. That's how clear the message comes through. So don't be like, oh, you can't judge, I shouldn't judge them. Just take the message and remove yourself. Okay, so shut the window, shut the door, treat it as a weather report. 14th of June, clarity on our next step on our path. Okay, so we've got this dark wave that will come in around the 11th. So I'm saying 10, 11, 12. There's like this triggering that's going to happen. I want you to be like, I know it for what it is. So grateful. Thank you to the universe for showing me that. That's where I direct myself. Now I'm going to shut the doors, shut the windows, pull the curtains closed, stay inside, move to this direction, that direction, get out of the way. 14th of June, clarity on our next step on our path. We wait it out. So 10, 11, 12, and then by the 14th, so that's 13, 14, 15, you get the clarity. It's just a couple of days, okay? Things are still foggy with others. So you know what we do in the fog? We dim our light. We don't shine bright like a diamond. We dim it down. It's difficult to make things out, and it's easy to misunderstand. Focusing is different. So use your intuition. Full moon solstice, June the 20th and 21st. Now, so focusing is difficult. Use your intuition. The universe is on your team. Now, this is so important. So I'm just going to use Elvis. It's completely fantastical example, but I want you to pay attention. So there's someone that you love, you idolize, you've always looked up to them, you copy or you listen to them all the time. You take their advice. You do what they tell you. This kind of stuff. And then and in reality, they're going to be mean to you. They can do something terrible. So it might be, for some of you, it might be terrifying. Terrible, terrifying, just awful. And I don't want you to be afraid of it. What I want you to do is listen. So when you see that person, oh, it's blah, blah, blah. Listen. What did your inner voice just tell you? Listen. And I need you to be strong enough to follow your intuition. Don't be that part of you that's like, the Bible says you shouldn't judge another. That kind of stuff, okay? You need to follow your intuition. Just do as your intuition says. Whatever. The universe is on your team because you're like, shit, dangerous. Okay, I need to remove myself from that to go here, and the universe is going to drop blocks in this direction and raise blocks in that direction, and that bad person won't be able to get to you. Swear on my life, I've practiced it, and this is the way forward. Now, you have got 2 weeks to start, or 2 weeks to, from this new moon to this full moon, to put into practice your no, your listening to your intuition, like how I just explained it before. You know, come to dinner, blah, 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 blah. He will eat you. You heard it, so don't ignore it. Say to you, this is dangerous, I'm in danger. Find the opposite direction, get away. And then the universe will lower all the blocks to level, and you will get to there, and the universe will raise all the blocks, and that person won't be able to get through to you because there'll be a barrier. Okay, big times right now. The whole world is changing, and we are going to stop the Kali Yuga. I hope everybody's with me. Have a blessed 2 weeks. A blessed 2 weeks. Remember your gratitude every day. When I get asthma, I'm grateful I've got an inhaler. And when I don't have asthma, I'm grateful that I can breathe without the inhaler. Just make gratitude everything. Okay, so say I ran out of petrol in my car. Hey, I'm grateful that I can walk on a sunny day. What can I find on the ground? Pardon me. Please make your life everything to do with gratitude, and really, really push for you. Okay, we're all about saving ourselves right now. In the most profound, energetic, atmospheric, environmental way that we can do it, okay? For the cosmos and the universe and our earthling realm. Now, much love to you all. I hope you have a good 2 weeks, and I'll come back again at the first full moon of Capricorn, because we've got 2 of them and we've got big things going down. All right, love you all.